guys, welcome back. So today's video is gonna be the Q&A video. Finally, these past few weeks I've been quite busy with other things, especially creating content for Instagram, lots of emails, really exciting things coming, but yeah, I'm back. Today's is the Q&A video, so I'm gonna be answering some of the questions for this Q&A video. The first thing I want to say is I have questions in English and in Spanish. The video is gonna be in English, but the questions in Spanish, I'm gonna be doing them in Spanish. Okay guys, let's start. Okay, first let me spill my water. Yeah. Ooh. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna change the sheets today anyway, so okay, a little bit wet, but let's continue. Okay. Here we go. Okay, first question is, oh no, that's not a question. Okay, that's not a question. First real question is favorite restaurant in the city. I do go to lots of restaurants, but I'm not one of those persons that get like attached to a certain place, like, oh, I have a favorite place to go. No, I'm one of those persons that I really love discovering new places and just, you know, visiting new places and checking out and tasting different things. So I'm more of that person than, you know, just being a regular because it's my favorite restaurant. I don't know if I'm like explaining it correctly for you, but I think it makes sense. But I can tell you like, oh, this restaurant has great food. Like the last restaurant I went, I think is one of my top. The food was so good. Like everything I ordered, and I ordered like lots of things just to try them all. Everything that was on the table was so good. It was so delicious. The dessert, everything. And that place is called Odo. It's right at 20th Street West Side. Odo. It's a Japanese restaurant and it was so delicious. So yeah. Next question is in Spanish. So, ¿cómo has estado? He estado muy bien, gracias a Dios. Poco a poquito todo está llegando a la normalidad en cuestión de trabajo. Por supuesto no todo está a la normalidad todavía, pero dentro de todo he estado muy bien, gracias a Dios. Muy enfocada en mi trabajo, en mi marca que estoy creando, en contenido. He estado muy enfocada, entonces eso me ha ayudado a estar muy ocupada, que es buenísimo para, tú sabes, no estar pensando en las cosas pues negativas que hay, ¿no? Ha sido un tiempo de crecer, de trabajar mucho y de estar buscando mucha información también, de aprender. Y muy feliz porque en cuestión de trabajo, del modelaje, he tenido la suerte de que no me ha afectado mucho. Estoy casi a la normalidad en cuestión de trabajo de modelaje. Estoy trabajando todas las semanas. Estoy tratando de disfrutar. Estamos en un tiempo de coronavirus, pero eso no me impide disfrutar de momentos. Obviamente siempre ser precavida y con mucho cuidado. Siempre que estoy saliendo uso mi mascarilla, siempre tengo mi hand sanitizer y soy muy cuidadosa. Ustedes ven que yo posteo muchas fotos cuando salgo a diferentes restaurantes, probar nueva comida, y eso lo he hecho bastante. Estoy yendo 1 o 2 veces a la semana, pero con mucho cuidado. También algo que me mantiene muy positiva y con buena energía es que estoy haciendo ejercicios en mi casa todas las mañanas. Es lo primero que hago cuando me levanto para así salir de eso porque si lo dejo para lo último pues como que pues no me da gana. Pero si te levantas temprano y haces el ejercicio, pues como que ya sales del paso y tienes todo el día con mucha energía. Espero que tú también, y te envío un fuerte abrazo. Love you. Next question is also Spanish. So here we go. ¿Modela más lencería? No. Y entiendo tu pregunta, y es porque en Instagram creo que posteo más mis trabajos en lencería. Y por eso pues la gente puede pensar que casi todos mis trabajos son en lencería, o la mayoría de ellos son lencería. Pero no, mi fuerte, donde más siempre he tenido trabajo, es en campañas de belleza, beauty campaigns, para cosméticos, piel, cabello. Me gustaría tener más clientes de ropa interior, porque esa es la línea que me quiero dirigir. Más lencería y más traje de baños. Eso sí, regularmente tengo clientes regulares que ya llevo trabajando para ellos años. Trabajo con ellos todas las semanas. Eso es haciendo e-commerce, que fotos para la web. So, cuando por ejemplo tú vas a comprar ropa en el internet, pues esos modelos que salen con la ropa que tú vas a comprar en el internet, ahí sí hago mucho lencería para ese cliente, y por eso es que quizás ves mucho esas fotos, porque pues lo hago casi toda la semana, pero es para ese cliente. Un abrazote. ¡Mua! Next question is, another question in Spanish. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo llevas la pintura, o ya lo has dejado? La pintura la he dejado por un tiempo, sí. Tengo que ser sincera. Creo que la última vez que pinté fue... Vaya, ni me acuerdo. Hace unos mesecitos ya atrás. Que no pinto ni dibujo, pero... Nada, eso es algo... Es un hobby que... Lo hago cuando estoy inspirada en pintar o dibujar. Cuando me llega esa inspiración y me da esas ganas de pintar, pues ahí lo hago. Pero últimamente he estado tan ocupada y tan enfocada en otras cosas que no me ha llegado esa inspiración para pintar, no me ha llegado el tiempo para pintar. Pero nada, esos son recesos que uno coge. Siempre hay un tiempo que le vuelve la piquiña de pintar. Así que no es que lo deje para siempre, sino pues cojo mis break largos de que no pinto, y hay un momento que estoy libre, que no estoy con tantas cosas encima, no tengo tantas cosas en la mente, y me llega la inspiración, entonces ahí vuelvo y pinto. Un abrazo. Next question is, what advice do you give an aspiring model? Good question. My advice is that if you really want to become a model or be a model, you have to go for it. If you really want to do it, just go for it. Just jump for it, okay? Just do it. It has to be like this strong feeling that you really want to do it, and that you're willing to do anything like any other kind of job. It's a lot of hard work. The modeling job is very mental, very physical job, so it's everything together. This is a real job like any other. It's not as glamorous as you might think. It's not just because people think that just beautiful, it's easy. It's not easy, and it's all not that glamorous. It's not what you see on pictures. Professional makeup, hair, stunning clothing. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of things you guys don't see, and that is a lot of hard work. You have to take care of yourself 24/7. Like it gets tiring, but you always have to be well put together and always take care of yourself, of your skin, of your hair. Your body, always working out, eating healthy. There's a lot of things that goes through it. There's a lot of early call times. You have to wake up 4 a.m. Sometimes there's gonna be a lot of rejections, and you cannot take that personal. Okay? To this point, I don't take anything personal. I've been doing this now for 10, 11 years, I think. I think 10, 11 years, I think. At first, like, of course, you take things personal, like the rejections, all the no's, you take it personal. But as time goes by, you will learn that it's not personal. It's more like that client that say no to you is because maybe you are a brunette and they were looking for a blonde with blue eyes. You're blonde with blue eyes and they were looking for a brunette or a tan girl. So never take in modeling anything personal, because it's not. Every single client has like a vision. They already know what they want. They already kind of know which girl they're aiming for. So if you're not that look, there's no way, like you could be the most stunning, but if you're not the look they're looking for, it's not gonna be for you. So you will learn that the rejections, the no's, not to take it personal. It's just you're not the girl they were looking for, and that's it. Okay? And then the other advice will be, you don't have to go to a modeling school to become a model, to be a model. That's a myth. You can do it. It's good for you to have some training, take some classes, how to pose, how to walk. It's really great, but you don't have to become a model, okay? And then the other thing will be also like spending money to be signing a model agency. Never give any money to be a part of a model agency. When a model agency wants a girl, they will sign you, and it doesn't cost anything, okay? So it's like a contract because they want to work with you. So there's no reason why you should pay them to work with you, okay? So that's a myth. Never spend any money to get into a model agency. And then the other thing is creating your book, like your portfolio, building your images. Then I will say yes, you will spend some money creating your portfolio, your images, because that's called testing. And we professional model, we still do it. Sometimes we do test shoots that we have to pay. We do it like once a year, that we pay for a great photographer to take our pictures, and those pictures are gonna go for our book, so our books are updated, so they look fresh and new. So if you are gonna spend the money on building your book, on new images, like do your research and get a great photographer that you think you like for your book. The other advice will be, don't listen to people, what they have to say, like, oh, you're not gonna make it, there's a lot of competition. That happened to me when I was in Puerto Rico, and there was a time that I decided that I really wanted to do this for real. So I wanted this to be my career, like I wanted to pay my bills with modeling. I was 17 and I told my mom, I want to go to New York for the modeling agencies. So what I did is, 17 years old, by myself, I went to the computer and I did all my research, and I found out all the modeling agencies in New York City, and I just put it in a notebook, like the information, the address, the open calls they had, the time. And then when I got to New York City, I went to all of those open calls for agencies, and that's how I did it. When I decided that, I was signed with an agency in Puerto Rico, and I was telling everyone that I was going, to New York City to give it a try, to see what happens, People were like, lots of people were like, there's a lot of competition, you're not gonna make it, you're not tall enough, those girls in New York City are 6 and above. And a lot of comments that I wouldn't make it, and I was like, I don't care, I'm going. I had it in me and I wanted to do it, so I did it. My mom has always supported me, so my mom came with me to do the whole adventure of going to the open calls to New York City. The advice will be, don't listen to anyone. If you really want to do something, Do your research, you do it, just do it, okay? Don't let anyone stop you. If you let anyone tell you, oh, there's a lot of competition, oh, you're not tall enough, oh, you're not skinny enough. If you're listening to those people, then you will never do anything, because you will always have negative comments. So if you really want to do something, just do it. Don't listen to anyone and just do it. Get someone who supports you and just do it, okay? And the other advice will be practice makes you better. Knowing your angles, how to pose, and how to be natural, not forced. I always say that there's always something to learn. See a lot of videos, a lot of fashion videos, how they work, how the fashion industry works, because it's very different from what people think. My other advice will be that now these days you cannot be just a model. So my advice will be to always have something else. It's super helpful to have always something else. If you have a degree, that's great. Go to school, get something else. It's so interesting, like when clients ask you, and what hobbies do you have, or what else do you do? Because every single castings now, they ask you, oh, I'm just a model, that's it. It's more interesting and it's more powerful, more empowering. That will be very helpful also for you and for the clients to work with you, since you always have to have that something else. Next question is, how do you deal with competition in your industry? Great question. The person I see every single morning in the mirror, that's my competition. Me, myself, the model I was yesterday, the model I was a month ago or a year ago, that is always my competition. So I'm always my competition. I always want to be the better version of myself as a model. If I did a casting yesterday, I want to better my way of doing the casting for the casting I have tomorrow. So I'm always my competition. I'm always looking for what I'm doing. So that way my whole focus is on me. So I'm very focused on myself. I'm getting better every day. Working on myself. That's my answer. That was a great question. I love that question. The next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Will you still be a model? I see myself doing other exciting things. So right now I'm working on myself, on my own brand. I really can't talk about it. I don't like to talk about things that are not concrete yet, but there's a lot of things I'm working on. Also, I'm finishing my nutrition and food science degree. Maybe I will be working on other things, like maybe in nutrition, doing more acting, doing various things at the same time, hopefully. And yes, I still see myself modeling in 5 years too. Yeah. The next question, I just answered it. The next question was, what are your goals for the next few years? I mean, it's almost the same, but I think it's a little bit different, so I'm gonna answer it anyways. Apart from what I already said, like how I see myself in 5 years, I will say that my goals for the next few years is to have other income streams. Like right now, my main income comes from modeling. I'm working right now for that, other income entries. The last question, you are a man for a weekend. What are some of the things you will do? I don't know. I mean, we women can like do anything too. Like, I don't see like what a man can do that we can't do. So the only thing I will say will be, you guys have it so easy. Like, you guys have it so easy to be a man. Like, when it comes to, you guys can be wherever you want. Like, if you can find a bathroom, you guys have it very easy when it comes, like, if you guys are going like for a date, or if you guys are going for an event, or just like a night out. Like, you guys have it so easy, like from work. Like, literally you just take like a blazer and just put it on, and with jeans and with just sneakers, and you look like, you know, like you're going out. But we girls, we can't do that. Like, we have to put heels, we have to do our hair, we have to put on makeup. That's something I will do for a weekend. What else there is? Like, I really can't think of. If you guys know like a really cool thing like you will like do if you were a man for the girls, like if you were a man, or if you're a man and you have an idea, like just let me know. Put it there in the comments below, because I would love to know like what you guys will do if you guys are a man for a weekend. Like, I would love to know, because to this point I really don't know. Put it there in the comments, because I would love to read them. Anyways guys, thank you for waiting for this Q&A video. I know it took a little bit of time, but anyways, I did it here. Thank you for watching. I will be seeing you in my next one. Mwah. Take care and be safe.